Hey guys, it's early. I've just started my coffee. This is Letters to You in 41. Trust your experience. Dear Ewan, I'm sitting at the Duke of Wellington, a semi popular slash famous gay bar in London. Spain feels like where I want to be, but I'm here now. I had a good conversation with a guy, but he smelled, and I wasn't feeling attraction. Another guy, Mark, who's here doing training for counseling people on addiction, talked with me for a bit before he had to make tracks. Nice guy. And I'm hungry. Once I finish this cider, I'm going to get up and wander for food. I'm trusting my experience, but I'm not sure what I'm trusting, just that it's mine. In the cult, they would say, "Don't trust us, trust your experience." One of Circling Europe's 5 principles is trust your experience as well. I'm trusting that it's mine, that it's an experience, that it's not traditionally legible, that my subconscious is curating it, that the curation is learning, or it's learning how I'm ready to trust it, that any intuition built into it is the edge of the learning that has happened. Every practice I've had is like a musculature of my experience. I get sleepy during sessions once in a while. It's different than normal sleepy. It's like someone farted dissociation into my face. Sometimes it's intense. I used to go to bed when my father would yell. When the sleepiness happens, I ask, "Are you angry?" or "Is anyone here angry?" And yes, I'm asking myself as well. More often than not, I get a yes. I hold it like I get sleepy when someone in the room is pissed and not expressing it. And I know that anger is pretty prevalent, and I might be mistakenly interpreting commonality as psychic empathic connection. I put my cider down because I don't want it anymore. In the cult, I had a lot of experiences of light in my meditations. Not imagined light, but blinding light that made me feel loved. The day I let myself ask, what if I just left? The light got brighter than ever. Now I'm wandering for food, and I wandered toward Chinatown, and I just thought, I'm not even sure I'm going to eat. I've somehow learned to widen my trust. Attraction is the easiest thing to trust about experience, besides existence. I wander into a chicken sandwich shop after feeling tired. It's cool to just go home. After my time in Barcelona, nothing really sparkles. I'm excited to meet my friends tomorrow. I have some stuff to do. When I started contemplating leaving the cult, the master barked at me when I said the light came when I thought about leaving. Of course it did. I never got it. The day I walked out, I heard music in my head. It was beautiful. I'm shocked I survived that. Slinky, snaky, lurking toward me. I adore you, please, oh please adore me. Hear that sound like water falling through you. That's my heartbeat sweetly calling to you. I have no idea what that means. Once, when I was at a 10-day intensive in Mexico, I felt a trauma in me. I'd only ever seen people release in a big way. I tried everything to vomit it out. After 3 days, I realized I was trying to do something I've seen before. My mind just intuitively said, what if I'm just supposed to stay with this gently? That was a huge insight. I saw that my experience was being filtered on a deeper level than I realized. And once I saw it, my whole operating system updated. I could then do something I had never seen before. after I left the cult was the weirdest. There were many ways to trust my experience, and I had a lot to sift through. If I just broke it down to what I saw and not my meaning makings, it was a ton to integrate. One of my best friends was into atheism and Richard Dawkins. It was pretty compelling. I was walking down the street, and on an impulse, I said, "There is no God." In a flash, my mind, which usually saw things in color, instantly shifted to black and white. I was dumbstruck and also a little afraid. I found I could switch it back later to color. If there's no God and I had all these experiences, then what the hell were they? There's a thing called phosphenes that is studied. It means fake light. That's fine, but I have no proof either way about the interpretation of what I experienced. I really only had the fact that the same experience can be seen through different lenses and that the lenses seem to interact and change the experience. This led me to see that beliefs and schemas were more like a language than a truth. My experience could stay the same, the schemas could shift, while strangely also allowing the schemas to shift the experience. A famous Jungian, Robert Johnston, said that just because he can deconstruct myth doesn't mean that deconstructing is the point. He believes in God at church. He analyzes human nature when he's dissecting old famous texts. There's a famous writer, Robert Anton Wilson, that started a church where they worshiped the messages they received from the silver woman of the star Sirius. But it was a joke because they actually believed that you just needed a symbol, any symbol, so you could access greater intuition. It was akin to accessing an order of intelligence much higher than the conscious mind could achieve. He called the place where you realize that all beliefs are more like a language than a truth, the Castle Perilous. He said that it was a dangerous and powerful place. Beliefs both grease and clog the wheels of experience. Here's a belief of mine. Your right brain is always watching, and your left brain is always optimizing. So these two are informing each other in tandem. I think that's the main reason my intuition seems sharper than most people's, is I follow attraction with the goal of merely learning what it means to follow attraction. My experience has strange layers now. There's what I think the ground is, that I know language beliefs framing are in an interplay framing / creating the experience. There's some bottom or lower of experience. The bottom is often painful, beautiful, and hard to report back from. I notice with my slow Sarah step, my feet get warm and I feel less cognitive. I notice a strong belief that I'll be okay and something deeper underneath that feels like an animal. Trusting experience seems to be merely acknowledging that it's there and happening. It goes from retracting when I feel fear to moving forward when I feel fear to asking, what is fear? All on top of a sensation and a mind that says fear. I kind of just let it do its thing. I audit from the top down if I feel stuck. My mind is so clear now after typing that. I walk a little and feel low energy. I miss my guy from the last few days. I don't know if I miss him or if I miss how I felt being with him. It just feels good to admit. I hope you're getting lots of hugs, Mike.